So to this point in the game, guys, there's 7:22 left in the second quarter. Herbert is 4 of 7 for 20 yards and an interception. The Chargers, they've got to get some momentum going. They've only got 3 points on the board. This is a game that it's just a must win. You knock the Chiefs out of the playoffs and you push towards the division. If you lose, you don't have a chance at all to win the AFC West. So what does Greg Roman call? Vidal, quick screen, just get the ball out of Herbert's hands quickly, blockers out in front, and it's a first down, pushing Kansas City territory. And on this one, Chris Jones gets home, almost makes an unbelievable play, but Herbert just stands up tall and throws one of his best balls of the season to Trey Harris. Man, did the rookies ball out today. It was something beautiful to see. And on this one, it's kind of similar to the Chris Jones one. Herbert knows he's about to take a hit, and he just sticks in it, throws a kind of a wobbly pass, but I mean, there's enough velocity on this one to where it doesn't even matter because he just finds the soft spot in that zone. And another rookie making a play, it's Lambert Smith. And you can see Herbert is just bouncing around in the pocket. Now he's going to step up, almost gets tripped up, but just the lower body strength to throw that defender off of him. Looks like Karlaftis there. And then look at this laser. Oh my goodness, Justin Herbert is just showing off. I wish I had a cannon of an arm like that. And on the move too, like I don't think people understand how impressive this is to kind of move in the pocket, to step up, and he's throwing on the run. He has to put it to where only his guy can get it. And then Gadsden, another rookie, making a play. We're going to talk about Amari Hampton in the second half of this video, what he did in that second half. The Chargers dominated time of possession. Patrick Mahomes, we got a defensive play. He's flushed out of the pocket. He tries to force it, and it's picked off by Diane Henley, a linebacker, making a play. And this has been a common occurrence for Mahomes this season. By the way, hope Mahomes has a speedy recovery. I know we're rivals, but I mean, I wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemy. And Patrick Mahomes is kind of my worst enemy as a Charger fan. But yeah, I hope he's going to be okay and is fast and he gets back. The game's just better, obviously, when Mahomes is healthy. But this is just something that's happened to Mahomes way too often this season is you're pushing into the red zone. You got points, 3rd and 12. There's no reason to kind of throw this up. And I get it, you've got a linebacker on your back, but that's not an ordinary linebacker. That is Tyann Henley, who's become one of the best players in all of football so far. And Gardner Minshew, 2nd and 15. You're already in field goal range. You got Bucker, one of the best kickers in the game. I mean, I don't know what Minshew is thinking. He's got a clean pocket, and he kind of forces it. And Derwin James, one of the all-time Charger greats, makes a play on it, and they win this football game and go to 10 and 4. But we still got more plays. Justin Herbert, you can see going through his progressions, throws up a fake, gets 2 guys off their feet. Good job right there by 77 blocking, and Herbert on the move just hits the sideline. And it's just like that. And I like this play as well. Got, of course, a man in motion, an extra blocker. And it looks like an obvious run, but it ends up being a play-action pass. And most teams will not have the balls to throw here because you can get a safety. But, I mean, just look at this separation. Herbert sees it immediately, and he fires it in there, and it's caught. I don't know if there's a quarterback in football that has the arm Justin Herbert does. Josh Allen, Anthony Richardson kind of come to mind, but I mean, this is just ridiculous. That ball is on an absolute rope, and you can see the zone defense can't even get, like, Cook tries. I think that's Cook. He just hits him, but it's too late. The defense was shifted, and then how about just a quick pass out, of course, get it into your rookie's hands, and he's fighting for extra yards. It just seems like the most basic stuff, but 3rd and 2 means you can what? It means that you could either throw the ball or you could run the ball. The Chiefs don't know what's coming. The Chargers are lined up in shotgun. You don't typically run on shotgun. Obviously, you can, but basically, it just screams pass all the way here. And, yeah, that's what the Chargers do. And there we go. They get yards. Gadsden had a very good game. So on February 1st, 2022, my life just completely changed. I made my first ever YouTube channel, Thunder Alley, which you're listening to right now. Herbert has always been my favorite player, and he's just the type of guy that I love to watch every single Sunday play because of his arm, his mobility, his toughness, his leadership. I think Justin Herbert is the best quarterback in football. The issue is he hasn't won a playoff game. He's 0 for 2, and he played poorly in both of them. But despite that, Herbert's come out and he's led the Chargers to a 10 and 4 record. He's without his left tackle, his right tackle. Keenan Allen was basically on the streets, and the Chargers brought him back, and he's had a good season. The rookies stepped up, Gadsden, Lambert Smith, and Trey Harris, Hampton as well, which just makes me happy. Now, the defense definitely is a story of this game. Herbert made some unbelievable throws and showed his greatness. But in terms of the defense, I mean, it couldn't have played any better. But we're going to get into that tomorrow. This video is just about Justin Herbert, man. And hopefully you guys enjoyed that film breakdown. My thing with Herbert is whenever I start to doubt him, it seems like he's at his best. When the Chargers lost Rashawn Slater, I remember telling my grandma the season's over. Joe Alt goes down, I'm like, the season's over. But the Chargers are 10-4. Like, they're the only team in football that would be able to be without all of these guys. Technically, they're without their starting running back in Najee Harris. And Amari Hampton looked like a man possessed in the second half. The Chargers controlled the entire game, time of possession. They had, I want to say, over 19 minutes with the ball in the second half. So everything kind of went right for this team. And what we learned last season is it doesn't matter how much you win by, it just matters that you win. Like, the Chiefs were unbeatable practically in those one-score games, and this time around, well, the Broncos are really good there, but the Chargers are as well. They end up getting a key interception off of Jalen Hurts on Monday Night Football, and then, of course, against the Chiefs, they pick off Gardner Minshew to win the game. They also had a key turnover on Mahomes in the red zone earlier on in that game as well. The defense, led by Tuli Tuipulotu, you've also got Khalil Mack, obviously. Adafe Owe had couple of big plays. The defense is just, it's absolutely crushing it right now. Herbert is playing the best football he has all season, in my opinion. I think Herbert's best season was last year, if I'm being honest with you. I know it didn't end the best, but I think on this year, Herbert is starting to really get it going. And ultimately, the Chargers' ceiling is going to be their offensive line. It just has not blocked well this season, but what we see is that when Herbert has a clean pocket, there's just no quarterback better in the game. And there's been many, many quarterbacks, former quarterbacks, even Hall of Famers, that have watched Justin Herbert and said that, hey, look, when he's not constantly under pressure, I just don't think there's anyone better, and that includes Patrick Mahomes. And if you watch Charger games consistently, which I know you guys do because, well, this is Thunder Alley, then you'll be the first to say that, yeah, Herbert, I mean, man, I wouldn't take anyone over him. And we kind of have seen that despite basically the Chargers, like, they should be out of the playoffs, I mean, given kind of everything that's happened to them. But here they are being resilient, and now they have won 10 games and only 4 losses. And I would not rule out the Chargers winning this division. Like, you go ahead and you look at the NFL standings, it's definitely far from a guarantee that the Broncos will beat the Jags. My concern is that they have a short week against the Chiefs. Now, without Mahomes, he tore his ACL. That honestly kind of feels like a free win here. You never know. I mean, Gardner Minshew's not a trash quarterback by any means, but that feels like a win. So essentially, you're kind of hoping that the Jags beat the Broncos, and then the Broncos go into Denver and beat the Broncos in Week 18 and get this division. It's gonna be extremely difficult. But man, wow! All of a sudden, that Jags game, a lot of Charter fans are gonna be paying close attention. It's actually three hours and 5 minutes after we play, so I'll certainly be making a video on that. But in terms of what, the Chargers got to do what they can. They got to win games, and that's really all they can do. They don't need to win the division. I mean, getting the highest seed possible would be ideal. In terms of currently who the Chargers would face today, obviously there's 3 games left, but the Chargers, they are the 5th seed, which means they would have to go to Pittsburgh, and I wouldn't really mind doing that if I'm being honest. But hey, I also think it would be kind of cool to get even higher up. The issue is that if you win the division, you get a higher seed. So Patriots lead their division, Broncos lead the division, obviously. Jaguars lead the AFC South, and then Pittsburgh currently leads theirs. So like the Chargers can't technically go over those teams, which I think is pretty dumb. If like a 7-6 team over the Chargers is preposterous in my opinion, but that's just kind of how it is. I mean, that's crazy. Like the Chargers would go from 5-1. Yeah, that's just wild to think about. I mean, I just did not see Denver being 12-2. I thought they'd be really good, but like they're probably the best team in football. But hey, the Chargers have beaten them, and I think if these two teams played, I mean, the Chargers O-line would scare the hell out of me. But with Justin Herbert on the field, man, I'm taking this team over anyone.